For 400 years, one verse in the book of Genesis was used to justify the enslavement of African people. Slave owners quoted it from pulpits. It was written into legal frameworks of colonial governments. It was taught in churches as divine permission for one of the greatest crimes in human history. Genesis 9:25, "Cursed be Canaan." That verse is not about who they said it was about. And today, we are going to read what it actually says. To understand Genesis 9, we have to start at Genesis 6. The Hebrew word is Chamas, violence. The earth was filled with Chamas, systematic, brutal, organized violence that corrupted every layer of society. And God responds with grief. The Hebrew word is Atsav, deep personal pain. This is not an angry God enjoying destruction. This is a creator watching his creation destroy itself and feeling the weight of it personally. And into this world, God finds one man, Noah, called Tsaddik, righteous, blameless, a man who walked with God in a world that had forgotten God entirely. God tells him, build an ark. The Hebrew word is Tebah. This word appears only twice in the entire Hebrew Bible. Here for Noah's ark, and in Exodus chapter 2 for the basket that carries the infant Moses down the Nile. The same word, the same function. A vessel that preserves a life through threatening waters. Noah does everything God commands. Then, the rain begins. The fountains of the great deep burst open. The windows of the heavens opened. 40 days and 40 nights. Everything outside the ark died. The world that had filled itself with Chamas washed clean.
For 150 days, Noah and his family were preserved inside the Tebah. And then, God remembered Noah. The Hebrew word Zakar means to actively call to mind, to turn your full attention towards someone with care. God turns his attention back to Noah, and the waters begin to subside. A dove returns with a freshly plucked olive leaf. The earth is drying. Come out of the ark, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. And then God makes a formal covenant, a Berith, with Noah, with every living creature, with the earth itself. Every person alive today is included in this covenant. The sign of that covenant is the Qeshet, the rainbow. But Qeshet in Hebrew means bow, as in a weapon, an archer's bow. God is placing his war bow in the sky, the weapon of judgment hung up, pointed away from the earth. Every time you see a rainbow, you are looking at a war bow laid down. Noah plants a vineyard, drinks too much, lies uncovered in his tent. Ham sees it and tells his brothers. Shem and Japheth walk backward into the tent, eyes averted, and cover their father without looking. Noah wakes. He knows what happened, and he speaks. Now read carefully. This is the most misread passage in the history of biblical interpretation. Cursed be Canaan. Not Ham. Canaan, Ham's son. Noah's grandson. The subject of the curse is Canaan, the ancestor of the Canaanites, the inhabitants of modern-day Israel and Palestine and Lebanon. These are not African peoples. This was a specific prophecy about a specific Near Eastern people, fulfilled when the Israelites conquered Canaan under Joshua, and ended there. Now look at what the Bible says about Ham's other sons. Ham had 4 sons: Cush, the father of Diop; Mizraim, the Hebrew word for Egypt; the ancestor of Libya and North Africa;
is the father of Ethiopia, Egypt, Libya, the great African civilizations whose pyramids still stand. Not one of them is cursed. The Bible celebrates Africa through Ham. It never said what they said it said. And now, you know exactly what it does say. That is the story of Noah's Ark and what the curse of Canaan actually means. And that is what the flood and the lie is all about. Thanks for watching. If this episode corrected something you were taught, share it. Subscribe to the Black Bible. The truth was never lost. It was just hidden. And we're bringing it back, one episode at a time.